DC Legends Arge. They're watching. They say greetings from Argentina and Peru. We love you, Tala. So the show obviously has fans from around the world. We know that you have been shadowing the director for episode 6. Do you have plans to direct an episode on Legends, or what can you tell us about that experience?
I don't have plans. I actually sort of did the shadow more. I shadowed our producing director who was directing the episode. So
Got it.
I sort of did that strategically because I'm interested in producing in the future. So
Cool.
I don't, I mean, I gotta say, the director has a lot of responsibility on their shoulders. I'm not sure that that's something I want to take on in this moment, but it was really, really informative. I learned a lot. Who knows what might happen in the future? And I'm just cheering on uh, Katie and Jess and Maisie who are directing this
Yes.
year.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
I'm very excited for them. And Katie's already done hers and did a fantastic job. So I'm all about like female directors. Go get it. Yeah, I'm really really excited. Especially Katie's directed before, but Jess and Maisie, it'll be their first time, so they're gonna kill
Oh,
it. It's great.
that's great. At Hell Canary 12 specifically asks, what do you love most about Legends, and what has been the best thing about getting back to shooting for you?
Uh, Number one, I love the people who make our show.
Yeah.
Like many of us, I hadn't been around any other human beings other than my immediate family for many, many, many months. And just being back together with our cast and our crew, who I know I'm biased, but I just think our crew is an extraordinary group of human beings who really, I just finished shadowing an episode and
Yes.
I got to see, more acutely. I always knew how much our crew did, but I got to really see like how the sausage is made and how important every single person's job is to make this show that we all love. And then I think so. The second thing would be I love what Legends aspires to be. Like, I
Yeah.
love the content of our show. I am so genuinely excited to read every script. I'm uh, always sort of grateful to the writers, like specifically for the journey that they've allowed Zari 1 and Zari 2 to go on, and me as an actor. So yeah, the people and the content of our show are it's everything. We feel very, very lucky to be part of
Soft queer sharp, sorry, soft queer
it.
sharp, and Debbie 63092068 are all asking about Zari and John Constantine's surprise relationship. Fans are asking about the relationship with you and your brother Behrad. White Canary 47 mentions Sarah's disappearance and sort of how that will affect Zari. Again, without really giving specific spoilers, and shout out to Milika Pace as well. Just said, can you describe season 6 in 3 words? So if you want to take it there, what can you tell us? What are you most excited about going into season 6? And if you want to take on the 3 word challenge, go for it.
I can take on the one word challenge
There
and
you go.
just
There
say
you go.
aliens. It's aliens, 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 aliens.
Nice.
Um, yeah, I don't want to give anything away because there's some really fun and exciting stuff coming. But into spinning off of the alien piece of it, to be totally candid, I was like, ugh, aliens, like how is that going to work? And then, lo and behold, our brilliant writers have like found a way to make an entire season about aliens and time travel and I don't know whatever else the legends are doing. So yeah, it's speaking in terms of what can I say about John and Zari. I think that they continue to be as different as you can imagine. Like they are really truly polar opposites, but there's something there that's drawing them to each other that I don't even think they understand.
Sure.
Um, and to be honest, I don't know. I know where we're at. We're doing episode 7 right now, but I'm curious also to see where that relationship goes. Because I don't know. They are like when we're in like Matt Ryan, the
Yeah, of
actor,
course. Of course.
and I, when we're in scenes, sometimes we're like, God, they really like each other. Like it's weird, you know, like they shouldn't. Like she's literally like, oh my God. And he's like, Colonel Brigham, John Constantine. And it shouldn't work, but there is something there. So anyways, we're navigating it. We're trying to figure out what it is. The writers are doing what they will. And I can just sort of speak to Zari 2.0's journey, which is
Sure.
not dissimilar to 1.0 in that like we saw 1.0 open her heart to Nate in previous
Yep.
seasons.
Yep.
And that was like a challenge to her. And I think in a very different way, Zari 2.0, also it's hard for her to trust someone and uh, to love and be loved, so I think I'm being super vague, but that's answering two of the pieces. And then the Behrad stuff is really fun too. Like it's
Right.
just, I think having a sibling dynamic is not something that we've had before, and it's a fun one, because you can go to places that like romantic relationships are not going to go, so it's just fun. And also selfishly, like I look around sometimes and it's a scene with he and I and someone else and I'm like, wow, there's like two brown people, there's like two Iranian people on a TV show.
Yeah.
That's I like never would have dreamed that as a kid, so that part of it is also just like really lovely.
Yeah, I mean, and again, shout out to Legends for being a show that has that representation, both of culture, but then also sexuality. You know what I mean? With these you talked about relationships a lot, and I think that's truly one of the beautiful things of the show, and why we love following the
Yeah,
characters.
and it's not like shoehorned in, because
Nope, nope,
I've been on that show that's like, look what we've done, look, we're doing it, diversity, and
oh
like
yeah,
it's just part of the story.
yep.
But I think we honor, we, as you said, like we honor these diverse backgrounds and origins, um and everyone's sort of coexisting in a special way, I think.
Yeah, how are they going to work aliens? And I'm like, the show has done wackier things, Tala. It's okay.
I know, but you know what it is? You're also reading scripts, and I like read about an alien named whatever. And
Sure.
then I have an alien in my mind, and then I'll come on set and then see a totally obviously different looking alien than the alien that was in my mind. And we have incredible teams like creating real like alien costumes, so there's like
Yep.
aliens walking around on set. And
That's
yeah, it's strange but wonderful, and kind of works really well.
awesome. So cool that you are giving a ton of your proceeds to benefit New Sanctuary NYC. Talk a little bit about that organization and why you chose it.
So yeah, the reason I really wanted to do this is because there's just so much going on in our world right now, and
Yeah.
so much has gone on. Uh, Obviously, the pandemic, but the BLM movement and
Yes.
the ongoing immigration crisis. I think
Sure.
maybe that's not the right way to put it. I don't think of immigration as the crisis, but the way that immigrants and
Yeah.
refugees have been treated by our, I was going to say previous administration, but it's still the current
It is.
administration.
When this airs, Tala, it'll be
Oh,
official. So yeah.
oh, great. Fantastic.
Yeah,
Sorry,
exactly.
I'm getting political.
It's all right.
Yeah, but yeah, and so anyways, I was sort of I'm thinking about that all the time these days, and just trying to be um you know to try to advocate in my little way, in my little corner of the world, as best I can. And I have a friend who's the artistic director of a theater called Waterwell in New York City, and I reached
Mhm.
out to her, and I asked her for some suggestions. I was like, I know about a lot of larger organizations that are supporting immigrants or refugees, but I was like, can you tell me some sort of smaller organizations that really, my donation could go a long way for them? And she gave me this wonderful list, and New Sanctuary Coalition was on it. And I looked into their work and their advocacy, that is, you said, this multi-faith based and like really community based.
Yeah, yeah.
For immigrants was just really appealing to me. And there's so much work that needs to be done uh, even going into the next administration, because um, so many policies were put in place that harm immigrants,
Yeah.
and that's going to take a long time to undo. And there's so many people who are stuck in the system. And this has, honestly, been a lot long a problem that goes back a lot further than 4 years from now. So, anyways, this organization is in a very grassroots way working to be of help, and they believe in asylum. They don't believe in deportations, the things that I don't believe in. I don't believe that any human being is illegal. So yeah, I'm so thrilled to give proceeds to them.
That's so awesome. Disney and Marvel announced that they'd be bringing Kamala Khan to the television screen. So the very first Muslim Marvel character. But really, you set the bar. You were the first Muslim superhero on TV in general. What does it feel like to know that you created this character and now it's, extending beyond just, what I mean, your show and your universe?
Yeah, I mean, it's always important and humbling to be part of the building blocks of more inclusivity and representation in the world. Like, I have to say, there was Kamala Khan cartoon that actually a friend of mine, Catherine, voiced for that I think predated Zari. So it's all kind of building
True, true.
towards more representation. But I'm so thrilled for this young lady who's
Oh,
going to portray Kamala, and I can't wait to see it and to cheer her on. Also, I'm realizing her name is Kamala, and that's just some wonderful
I
synchronicity in
know,
the
I know.
world.